in daily time frame. It's very strong uptrend. So same, if you only focus on it will test to it, and then let's see any confirmation candle or not. So currently I will do nothing in this pair. Just wait patiently. So for now we analyze AUD USD. In AUD USD, market is currently in a range. Let me show you. Here is the support zone. Okay, support zone. And then we can see the price hit the support zone a few months ago in December. Hit the support zone and then in this range. In this range between the supply level. You can see here is the supply level. Demand level changed to the supply area, the supply level. Then we see move on to the daily time frame. You can see that here is also a supply area. After the this doji candle close, drop with the strong momentum. So we will analyze this zone. Then you can see the price currently in the range between these two zones. Okay, so what I will target is if we break out this zone and retest to it, then I will focus on buy. Okay, very simple. Just price action analyze this market, and for USD JPY, prices break out this support zone. So the same thing here. I will only focus on sell when they retest to this zone, and let's see is there any confirmation candle or not. GJ. This is currently nothing, is still on the choppy stage. So let's move on. USD say it is still nothing. We can analyze the prices hit the supply level in weekly time frame. Okay. And what I'm saying here, price from a new high in this 20 years, and it dropped very aggressive, as you can see here. It just break past this base. But for now, it retest back to this resistance zone. But what I'm target is if it keep dropping and break past this demand zone and retest it, I focus on sell. But for now, I will do nothing. Okay. EUR USD. Price break past this support zone and then it drop. So actually in the Ethereum, I will only focus on sell, but what I'm waiting for is we break past the support zone and retest to it. Then I will focus on sell. But for now, it spike up to this supply zone. So I will just let it play out first. Here's nothing. Okay, EUR USD, very clear downtrend, market trend, very clear downtrend. And for now, it will test to this resistance zone. So I will focus on sell, but I will wait for the candle confirmation first, like in this case. From a doji, and then bearish in the candle fall. So I enter the trade in this January. You guys still remember right, this trade? I enter the trade here. And very simple TP. So for now, I will do not. I will do the same thing. I just wait for the confirmation candle first. So, okay, analysis is done. Is there any question? Hello, is there any question?
Hello.
I always want to share this is my trading strategy, my trading system. Okay, nice. So for now, I will let Vincent to presenting. He going to share some mindset for you all.
Okay, okay. So, is there any question regarding the analysis that we did just now? So, if you all have any question, you all can leave it in the chat box, or if you all want to open up your mic, it's fine. Okay. So now I'm going to share my screen over here. So, is there any question for the analysis that we did just now? If there's no question, then I will just skip all the analysis here. Any question from you all?
Like just now, he just mentioned, right? If the price hit the highest after 20 years, just mean that it's gonna drop straight away, is it?
Wait, wait. Which pair do you mean? Which pair do you mean?
Uh, just now he was mentioning the highest supply, right?
The higher supply.
Strong after 20 years.
Uh, I think it is USD CAD, right? This one lah.
Yeah, exactly.
This one, yeah.
He was saying that it, the price just hit after very high after 20 years, so it means that the price gonna drop on the way or what?
Uh, this one we are not sure about this, but then for now we can see that the price does hit this supply zone, this supply level over here, and then it dropped massively. So there we can focus on sell for now, because since there is a massive drop over here when the price hit this supply level over here. So this is the supply level that I plot it on this price level, which is around 1.46701. Then you can see that the price, when the price hit this price level, it dropped down with a massive bearish engulfing candle over here. So we can actually focus sell at this price level. But then there is also one more thing you have to be careful, that there is a support zone over here where the price actually it was previously a resistance zone. You can see that the price it hit this. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, so now we are going to do some chart analysis here. USD JPY, and then here the price was previously hitting this resistance zone over here. You can see the price hit this resistance zone once, twice, and then twice, and the fourth time, fifth time before it break past this resistance zone. And then when it break past the resistance zone, you have to you can observe there is one movement over here. The price actually broke out this resistance zone and retest to it. Maybe when I go to the daily time frame, you can see it clearly. Okay, the price it broke past this resistance zone and it retested to this zone, meaning that the price highly respected to this zone over here. So this is the zone that we have to take into consideration when we want to take any sell position. Alright, but what we can see that the price has hit this weekly time frame supply level over here, around level of 1.46784. Okay, this is a strong supply level over here. So you can see the price when it hit this supply level over here, it formed a bearish engulfing candle. That means this supply level is significant lah. So we can focus on sell for this period of time. And then you can see that USD also has been weak in the wire. You can see USD actually make a massive bearish engulfing candle in the weekly time frame. So you can expect bearish momentum for the USD pair. So for USD, they are mostly going bearish. Okay, including USD JPY, the same thing here. The price it broke past this previous low over here, and then it trying to retest to this resistance zone. And then the possible opportunity we can see is when the price retested to this area, you can look for a possible opportunity to sell for USD JPY. Okay, so for most of the pair USD, we are going to focus on sell lah, including USD CSF that we did a sell position on that day over here. Okay, it was a clean movement over here. So on that day, we actually, the first day we took this trade, but then it hit our stop loss, and then the second trade we took is right over here. It went down with a clean movement until it hit the next support zone over here. So that was the second trade of our USD CSF. So for most of the USD pair, we are going to focus on bearish. And then on that day, we also enter a trade on GBP USD that hit our take profit yesterday over here. And then you can see that because this is the opposite, you can see that there is also USD in this British pound pair where the USD is actually GBP against USD. So you can see at this period of time, USD has been weak. Then GBP has been strong, and then it went up massively, and then it formed our confirmation candle over here. So we enter a trade over here lah. Then after we enter a trade, we just let it be, and then just yesterday, the price hit our take profit level because we know that USD has been weak, and this is the possible bullish for GBP USD. Alright. So did I answer your question, Punga, regarding the USD CAD that I talked about it just now? This supply level over here.
Yeah, I understand it.
Alright, so is there any question you want to ask about the analysis that we did just now?
So far, clear.
Yeah, and then you can see AUD USD, the same thing over here. Why we would focus on buy is because the price just hit this weekly support over here. Okay, when I put up the weekly time frame over here, the price just hit this weekly support over here. But then the price, it went down massively over here. You can see there's a big bearish engulfing candle over here because the price hit this supply level that we put it over here. Okay, this entire zone is a supply level. So what we can do is we can wait for the price to break past for this supply level and wait for a possible opportunity lah. Because the AUD USD is also another pair that is against USD, so there might be possible bullish opportunity for buying opportunity for AUD USD, but then we have to wait first. For now, there is no opportunity since the price is still ranging at this area, so we'll just wait for the price to break out any of this zone first. Okay, it's either this supply level or this support zone over here. Alright, and then for GBP CAD, okay, the price just broke past this resistance zone over here. We are waiting for the price to be tested to this zone and went back up, but then looks like we have no opportunity since the price just went up straight away to the moon, so no opportunity for now. Alright, and we analyze EU again. Okay, hello 家珍你好。 Okay, so for EUR USD pair, let me move this first. For EUR USD pair, you can see that in this real time frame, the price has been a ranging motion over here, but then it broke past this support zone over here. It broke past and retested, and then it dropped down to this some kind of another level over here. There is also another support level over here, support zone. And then when it hit this support zone, the price has been consolidating over here. So now what we can see that the price is in a very strong bullish momentum, but then we will not be looking for buying opportunity, I mean for now lah, because we can see that in the weekly time frame, you can see that this part of the price is actually a supply zone. So price might potentially drop down when it hit this supply zone. So it's either we wait for the price to break past this support zone and then we wait for confirmation, or we would not enter at all because the price just hit this supply zone, so it would not be recommended. I mean for me lah, for me to enter a trade over here. And let's say if you see this bullish engulfing candle over here, you will not want to enter a trade straight away because you have to analyze you have to take a look of the chart, especially the historical data over here, to make sure there is nothing. I mean, for me, I will always look for the next zone so that I can increase my possibility. I mean, I can increase my win rate of my trade that I take. So in this case, I would not take a trade. I would wait for it to break. It's either I wait for it to break past, or I wait for it to drop down to this support zone. Then I will wait for another movement over here. Okay, but then for now, I will not do anything yet because the price just hit this supply zone over here. So it's quite dangerous for me to just straight away enter a sell position here. Okay. Alright, so any question from you all? Or did I answer your question about AUR USD? I mean, for me, I will not enter a trade now because I see that there is a supply zone over here, which is not recommended for me to enter a trade. So I would wait for possible opportunity again before I enter a trade. For now, I wouldn't enter a trade yet. Okay. So is there anything else? Yeah, for me, I would wait for a reaction. I would not enter a trade now because price just hit the supply zone over here. Then the price might potentially drop. Okay, we don't know. But then, in this case, we better wait first. Also, price might potentially go up and break past this zone. Also, we don't know. But then, the best thing we can do is just wait for either the price to do some sort of movement before we decide whether we want to enter the trade now. Because now the price does hit this supply zone over here. So it's not recommended for us to enter the trade. Okay, although it's so bullish over here lah. You can see this candle is very, very bullish, but then we would not want to enter a trade because price just hit this demand zone over here. I mean, for my strategy, I would not do that. Alright, so is there any pair that you all want me to analyze it again? For AUR USD, just now, like what Pork has analyzed, it hit this resistance zone over here, but then since the price is still in a very strong downtrend, so I would focus on selling more than buying. Okay, you can see this is the resistance zone over here. The price has been reacting to this area for so many times, so this is a significant resistance zone lah. So we can wait for the price to show us some sort of confirmation before we enter a sell trade over here. Alright, so there is a possible opportunity only, but then if the price really break past, then we will do our next movement. For now, we don't touch anything yet. Okay, so how was the AUR USD that I analyzed? Okay, for me quite risky also in ranging area. Yeah, correct. Because from what I see, right, this really time frame is quite in the AUR USD pair. Okay, this zone is also quite significant over here. Then we can also see in the daily time frame lah. So it's actually quite dangerous for me to enter the trade straight away without considering there is a zone over here. Okay, so that is some idea of how I would go for AUR USD. Alright, so anything you want me to analyze it again, or what else you want me to talk about? Or is there anything that you all want me to share? It could be trading mindset, or if you want me to share about how do you avoid emotion. Like one of our members, he asked us yesterday in our live stream session. He asked how do you avoid all these emotions when trading? Okay, I believe this is something quite common among beginner traders when they first come into trading and they have all these kind of different emotions when trading. So my answer here is the first thing you can do to avoid this is to have an edge, because in trading, right, there is no boundary, and there is also no, how do I say, there is no rules. So let's say in your school you have all kind of rules that telling you, or you should be wearing proper uniform, you should not be wearing that and wearing this. So from this case, it's also the same for trading. So in trading, there is no rules at all and there is no boundaries at all. So let's say if you don't set boundaries for yourself, if you don't have an edge for yourself, so the chances are you're going to act with your emotion because you have nothing to follow. That's why you just have to act with your emotion. So this is the my first key answer for that on how to solve problems like emotions when trading. So what you can do is first have an edge, because having an edge can actually avoid all those different emotion thing. Like it can greatly reduce the possibility of you being emotional during trading. And then the second key here is what you can do is you can always think about the consequence before trading. Let's say, uh, let's say if before you start over trading, you will start to think that, so I overtrade, because some people they overtrade, they think that overtrade can make me more profits and probably recover all my previous losses. Okay, so this can be right on one side because overtrading can really do that. But then in the other side, overtrading can double or 3 times or 4 times your risk of taking the trade. So if you're actually trying to take more risk when you're overtrading, this can cause you lose more and more money. And when you lose more and more money, you'll get more emotional. I have experienced that before. So I mean, it's so dark, so I would not want to experience that again. Okay, and then the one thing that you can do is always think about the consequences before you overtrade or revenge trading or you have FOMO. I know that there are some traders who have FOMO and they want to enter a trade is either earlier or later, but then you always have to follow your plan lah. Like what I said in the first key point, always have a plan and follow it consistently. This is the first thing you can do to avoid all the unnecessary emotions. Second thing to do is think about the consequences before you actually act. Like whenever, I mean, we are all humans, we are not robots, so sometimes we will still act emotional a bit. But then, before we do something, especially those things that might bring us crazy consequences, that might bring us some very consequences that are not good, we should think about it first. Okay, does overtrading can make me better in a better position or not? Like what I said lah, it can actually make more profits for you, but then at the same time, you are trying to double the risk. So, is let's say if you win this time lah, if you win this time, so maybe you make profits, but then for the second, the third time, or the fourth time, do you think that you can win this over and over again? So the chances are is quite low. The possibility of you achieving this again and again is quite low because trading is always a probability game. So if you are trying to do this again and again and again, not following your game plan, you are going to, it's actually a spiral. Okay, if you do it again and again, you are going to go very, very deep down until you cannot escape this deep spiral, deep negative spiral. So the best thing to do is learn to follow your rules, or aka your game plan. Always follow your game plan so that whenever you whenever you face something that you want to disobey it, you always think about it, the consequences of disobeying your game plan. Let's say if you think that, oh, maybe I can break my rule for this time, but then if you try to break it for the first time, the chances are you're going to break it for the second time, the third time, and the fourth time, and then this habit is going to repeat. It's just like most of the bad habits that we develop in our life lah. Let's say if I'm a smoker, I smoke, and I decide to not smoke today, but I still smoke, and then if I still keep smoking until the day that I don't realize that I'm smoking, meaning that this negative cycle of loop, it won't stop. It will just keep happening again and again. So it's a negative cycle lah. Basically, what I want to say is always think about the consequences before you do something so that you will avoid it at all times. Because I mean, it's quite normal for human. I mean, we as human, it's quite normal for us to not think about the responsibilities and the consequences that we are going to have after we do anything. We always don't want to have responsibility. I mean, this is quite something normal, because that we don't want to carry any burden. We just want to do things as we want and want the benefit side of it, but then we don't see the negative side of it. Okay, so let's say like what I said, over trading can make you more profit, but then the negative side, it can make you lose more money as well because you're trying to risk more. So at the same time, you are trying to double your risk and increasing your risk that might potentially blow your account. Okay, so the two key points out here you can do is first have an edge and follow it consistently. The second thing is always think the consequences before you act, so that the possibility of you being emotional and acting recklessly is lower. Okay, so that is one of the questions that I receive from my members all the time, and it's quite interesting for me to share lah. Alright, so is there anything you want me to share about? It could be anything lah.
Wanted to ask,
Yes.
so why do we just sometimes focus in just a single trade? Like not opening very one, like I seen before lah, the traders just open few trade, like 5 to 15 trade in a one, and then they reach the point, then they close it in a small period.
You mean that they open a large amount of positions and then they close it in a very short period of time?
Yeah, why don't we follow them, and why we avoid them?
Actually, in this case, right, I think this is what you normally see in the social media, because social media is trying to because I think most of the time social media don't really show you the truth of trading. They try to hide the reality of trading, but then in fact trading doesn't look like that. I mean, even that person who shows you that he can make profits within that few moments, within that few seconds with a lot of position there, and then he close it with profits showing it to you, that even that thing could be fake. So that is not something real. I mean, even if it's real, he might possibly a scalper. So what is a scalper? A scalper who take trades in a very short period of time. So maybe he take trades he will just in and out of the trade maybe in a few minutes or in a few seconds. It really depends okay, what kind of scalper you are. But then for scalper, they mainly take in and out trades within minutes. But then my main point is what you normally see in social media is usually not that right. Okay, I have known some scalper before. They take trades, but then there are times that they lost, meaning that it's not always winning. So maybe they're showing you the winning side, but then they don't show you the losing side also. So that is also where the problem comes from, because social media is always hiding all these the negative side of trading and showing you how you can make profits from trading, and show you how you can become a millionaire just by trading. I mean, that is still possible. You can become a millionaire by just trading, but then most of the social media influencers, they are showing the wrong thing on, it could be Instagram, YouTube. They are showing the wrong thing to the especially beginners. So they are showing the wrong thing to them, and then they get deviated, causing them to go into the wrong direction of trading. They always show profit with positive info law. Yeah, correct. That is how the trading industry works. They always show you how you can make profit just by buy and sell, and then how you can make profit just follow their signals, all that crazy stuff. But then it's quite delusional But because I have been there before, I have joined some signal group before, and then they are quite it's quite crazy. It's like they don't develop and they don't provide anything else. They just provide some trades over there, and then just ask you to enter buy or sell, and then just ask you to enter a big lot size, as big as possible. And then especially for those beginners if they don't know how big their lot size, that can cause them to blow their account, they will just blindly enter a lot size, and then just within a few seconds the entire account is either their entire account is blown, or they make a lot of money. But then the chances are they are going to get their account blown within seconds. Yeah, correct. That is actually the true side of trading, because trading actually takes time, and it actually takes years for you to master this skill set. Especially when I first stepped into this trading industry, I was I was blind. I was just randomly taking trades here and there, and then not knowing what I was doing, and just follow some social media influencers online because you see them profiting, so maybe what they are doing is correct, so you just follow them blindly, and then at the end you make nothing. But then still the same thing lah, you always have to follow your own thing. I mean that trading is an individual stuff, so whatever you see online might work for them but might not work for you. I mean in the case of if they are really profitable lah, I'm not saying those fake gurus online, if they are really profitable, what they show you online might not possibly work for you, so you have to work on your own stuff and work on your skill set. Maybe it takes years and years for you to master this skill set, for you to become a better trader. Yeah, that is what it possibly takes. But maybe there are some traders who can learn things faster, maybe within 1 or 2 years, but that is the chances of that happening is quite low lah. Is the most possible one I see is always is either 4 or 5 years. Maybe some even take 10 years. They have been repeating the same mistakes over and over again. That is what causing them to be not profitable. Alright? Or maybe they have some emotions that have been acting on them again and again, causing them to lose money over and over, so that they cannot be profitable. So until they have been trading for 10 years, that is why some people, after they have been trading for so many years, they still cannot get profitable. But then there are some people who trade just a few years, who learn things faster, who have a profitable skill set and trading system that they can follow consistently. They are able to get the next level easier lah. But then I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that generally speaking, some people they are faster in their learning pace, some people are slower. But then slower doesn't mean it's wrong. But then some people they go into the wrong direction, causing them into the wrong trading way. Like most of the trading gurus they show online, they don't show the right way of trading. They just show the delusional side of it. Alright, so that is what actually cause most of the beginners nowadays. They don't really know what they are doing. They just follow what most of the trading online gurus saying and just trade as what they say. Alright, so there is some sharing over here lah about what I have experienced before and some of the trading reality over here that you can see online. Because the real trading is trading. I mean, trading cannot make you rich, but then trading itself can help you to become a better person, can make you learn how to become more wiser and how to think through everything and how you plan everything with objective, not with emotions. Yeah. Alright, so here is some small sharing over here, so I hope you all can take something over here lah. Here is some key takeaway over here so that you all can learn something from me. Alright, so is there any question that you all want to ask? Just anything lah. Or let's say if you are facing any problem in your trading journey, you also can share it in the chat box. I will try to share what I have experienced it before. Okay, just anything else about trading, you all can share it in the chat box, and I will try to share it with everyone else with my own experience. Alright, so is there anything else?
No.
No. Or do you all have anything that you all want me to share about? Like the one that I said just now about emotion. That was one of the questions that I received most of the time. Anything you all want me to share? Because for now the market there is no opportunity, so we don't really need to focus too much on it. Okay, so just wait for opportunity before we enter the trade. Alright, so for now we can just sit and wait for a while first. So, right, so no possible opportunity for now. We can just do some sharing over here lah. Just try to talk about how trading works and see and share our individual experience with you all. By the way, you can go through the XY. Okay, the XY. The XY is a dollar index over here. So the XY is a dollar index over here, US dollar index. So what I can see that there is a resistance zone over here that the price has been hitting here for a few times over here. Okay, so here is a resistance zone, and then the price it broke past this resistance zone previously, and then it went up. I think at that time, at that period of time, it was when Donald Trump was elected. That was why the US dollar went up for this period of time. And then I also have this next zone over here, my next level over here, around right over here. Actually, this part of zone is my next level over here, so we can see that the price after it hit this next level, it has been continuously dropping. I mean, I was actually expecting for the price to become bullish at that period of time, but then it went down after hitting this supply level over here. Then you can see that the price when it hit this supply once, and then the second time it went down, and then it went up again, forming this long wick candle over here, and then there might be a huge possibility that the price might went down. Okay, but then at that small period of time, right, at that small period of time, the DXY has been strong for a little while over here. So at that time, a lot of people might still be looking for bullish for DXY, but then it is still, I mean, don't be, I mean, for that part of time, right, I was actually focusing on bearish for DXY already. But then I would not want to change my bias so fast because I'm still focusing on bearish more than the bullish momentum for DXY. And then you can see the price after it hit here, and then we tested with big retracement over here, and it went down very massively. Okay, and then now I mean here there is a zone over here lah. So but then we don't know whether the price will still continue dropping or continue, or it will react to this demand zone over here and go up. But then the chances is quite low lah. But then I'm not saying that it's not possible lah, because there is this bearish engulfing candle dropping until this demand zone over here. But then you can see that the momentum of the candle is actually getting weaker and weaker also. Okay, it's been forming wicks over here, wick candle wicks, and then doji over here, hammer. Okay, so there might be a small potential that the price will go up. But then the same thing lah, my main focus, I mean this DXY, actually I have a lot of this index over here, DXY, BXY, SXY, CXY, all these are just my references. It's just my references, but then it's not something that I would really analyze it. The main thing that I would analyze is the currency pair itself. All this DXY is just some I would say just some reference just some backup, just for you to be more confident in your trade lah. But then other than that, there is nothing else already. Okay, there how was the answer? Okay or not? Yeah, and then it's, I mean for now it's quite bearish for now, but then the price just hit this demand zone over here. I mean I would not say that the price it won't continue falling. There is still a possibility that the price will still continue falling. We will wait and see how the price react lah. But then for most of the USD pair, I see it's quite bearish also. UJ bearish, UC bearish, and then UC I'm also looking for bearish. And then I think most of USD pair are quite bearish for now. And then the opposite of USD is quite bullish lah. Like GP USD quite bullish for now, and then AUD USD I'm looking for buy, also bullish. And then USD also quite bullish over here. And then the gold market, has been going up since the year very long time ago already. Not sure when it was, but then it's been going up since very long time ago already. So let it be lah, because I also have not been trading gold for a very long time already. But then For now, I will just focus on currency pair for now, because I find currency pair more stable than trading currency, and no trading the gold itself, because most of the time, right, gold doesn't respect most of the zone. So it's not very, I mean, it's not that it doesn't respect my zone, it's just that it doesn't suit my strategy very well, so I won't focus gold on so much. Okay, I will focus more on currency pair over here. Alright, so is there any question that you want to ask? All good for now. How about 家政 how 怎么样 OK 吗？哇 good 咯，好。Okay, what else do you all want me to talk about? JPY is the Japan index. AXY is the Australian dollar. CXY Canadian. But then all these are just reference, not the main thing that you should really focus on. Maybe you can just use it for your confidence factor. But then in reality you don't need it. I mean, without it you also can become profitable. Okay, just by analyzing the real currency pair itself, you also can become profitable. All these index are just for you to refer to it. Okay. Do you trade BTC? For BTC, I don't trade actually. I mean, there was some type of time. I mean, there was some part of the period that I used to have in my last year. The time I trade. I mean, not to say I trade lah. It's just that I just backtested my strategy on BTC USD for a while, but then I don't really focus much on Bitcoin because I want to focus more on my currency pair. I mean, Bitcoin has been going up since last year under 100,000 over here, but then I didn't really focus on Bitcoin very much because I don't really backtest this pair a lot, so I will just focus on currency pair for now. Alright, any question from you all? So for now, I don't really, I mean, ever since then I have not been trading BTC because now I am just focusing on this currency pair. I mean, BTC is good for a long term lah. If you want to trade for BTC, but then for now I have not backtested for my strategy yet. So if I wanted to go for BTC, it's either I go for the long term, I just leave it there for the long run and then just let it be. Alright, so that is one of my way of trading BTC. But then for now, I would not take any trade on BTC unless I want to go for the long term. Alright, any question from you all? I think the meeting is about to end. All good? No question? Or you want me to share anything? I think another one more thing I can share with you all about strategy. Okay, so strategy. A lot of these beginners, they focus too much on finding the right strategy, but in fact there is no right strategy in the world. You can go on the internet, on YouTube. There's a lot of strategy, SMC, ICT, or even a lot of this bullish flag, bearish flag. A lot of this strategy out there. But then the thing is that there is no best strategy in the world. You just have to find what works the best for you and keep back testing. Okay, because strategy is something that I mean, in the market itself there is no such thing as strategy. Do you think that the banks who take the trade, they care about your strategy? They actually don't. They just take trades because they just want to make money out of this financial market. But then for us, we are all retail traders, so we need, because strategy is what we need to have in order for us to approach the market, in order for us to tackle in order for us to be consistent in the market. But then for them, they just they are the big banks, they are the big companies, they can control the market. It's all manipulated. They can control the market whenever they want. So the thing is that they don't care about your strategy. So whatever strategy you tested it out and it works the best for you, then just apply it. Try to apply it on the real chart and then have a consistent data. Go and backtest first, backtest and then do it on your demo account. And then after you see consistent result, that is where you can apply on your live account. Because there is no best strategy in the world. Because there are a lot of profitable traders out there. You see that their strategy is so weird. Their strategy is maybe they are trading SMC or what, but I'm not sure also lah. Maybe they are trading SMC, ICT. They are also profitable. But then the key point here is strategy actually doesn't matter. What matters is how you implement your strategy and how you plan throughout the trade. That is what matters the most. So let's say if you have even if you have the best strategy in the world and you can't even plan and you always act with your emotion, you are going to fail most of the time because you are not consistent with your strategy and your trading system. Okay, because it's like what I say. Any system or any trading strategy in the world, after you have back tested it and have a consistent data, and after you have been through a lot of this back testing on your demo account, forward testing, you do all this, gathering a lot of this data here and there. After you have done all this, it's still applicable. I mean, there is no strategy that don't work 100%. It's just that you just have to find the strategy that works with a higher win rate. Okay, because the thing you have to find is how you can make sure your win rate is higher, because a strategy is meant to make your win rate higher. If you don't have a strategy, then what's the point of trading? Because you need to have a strategy, you just have to have something that increases your win rate when you are trading the market, so that is more sustainable when you are in the market, so that you can trade with consistency without problems. Because if you don't have a strategy, like what I said, if you don't have a strategy, if you don't have an edge, you are more likely to do something that is not correct lah. So I would say problems like over trading, revenge trading might happen. So it's better for you to have a strategy, so that you don't jump from one strategy to one strategy. You stick to it consistently until you have results, achieving consistent results. So that is the main idea lah. So that every strategy in the world, you tested it out with consistent result. With consistent result, it is going to become profitable. There is no strategy in the world is not profitable, but then you have to test it out on your own. Alright. Okay, the main thing is still your how you manage your trade and how you implement your ideas. Because even if you have the best strategy, like what I said, if you don't have the right mindset, you're going to lose everything. Alright, so always plan out everything first before you execute. Because when the problem happens, it is usually happens during the execution. Even if the emotion happen, it is also usually during the execution of the trades. When you are planning, there is nothing over there. But then, let's say if you are doing your execution of trades, GBP, USD, British Pound, Dollar, and then during the execution, you will feel afraid, you will feel doubtful. So let's say you think that, oh, okay, the price has been going sideways, I'm going to close this trade. But then your game plan doesn't tell you to do so. So you close this trade, and then you go to EUR USD, you see that, oh, this pair looking good, I want to enter. Then by the time you enter the trade, right, the GBP USD already hit your take profit. That is the main issue of most of the traders have in this the strategy thing. Because there is no best strategy, you just have to stick to it for a long period of time before you can see consistent result. And then yeah, there is just some sharing over here about consistency and the importance of having the right mindset. I mean, strategy does matter, but then it is not as important as having the right mindset and having the right execution. Okay, so I think that's it about the sharing over here. Is there anything else you want me to share? Good. Okay, so for now, I'm not taking any trade. For now, I'm not taking any trade for my GBP USD. Yesterday just hit the tick profit level over here, but then for now there is no good opportunity, so we will just wait lah. Okay, for now there is no good opportunity over here, so okay, just leave it and let it be. So any question from you all? If there is no question, then we will stop by here lah. Alright, any question from you all?
No, so far.
No. Good. Tang Jiazhen say good. Punga good. Everyone good. Alright. So if there's no question, then we'll call it a day lah. Okay. So if you all have anything to ask, you all can text me on Telegram or Instagram. That is okay. Yeah, I'm okay with questions and I'm open with that. So if you want to ask me any questions, just go ahead. Alright. So if there's no question, then we will just call it a day. And yeah, thanks. Alright, thank you for your presence here. Okay, I really appreciate for your presence and your your questions here lah. Alright, so really thanks a lot. So wish you all have a nice day. Alright, thanks.
Okay, see you guys. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.
Alright, thank you. Bye bye.